The Trump administration finds itself once again in the midst of a personnel shakeup. President Trump has removed Mike Waltz from his post as National Security Advisor. This unexpected move has sent shockwaves through Washington. Adding to the intrigue, Trump has nominated Waltz to be the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will assume the role of National Security Advisor temporarily while retaining his current position. This unexpected turn of events has left many wondering about the reasons behind Waltz's sudden departure. Some speculate that the move was a direct result of a recent security breach involving the encrypted messaging app, Signal. Waltz admitted to mistakenly adding a journalist to a high-security group chat. This misstep raised serious concerns about Waltz's judgment and ability to safeguard sensitive information. Compounding the concerns about the Signal incident are reports of Waltz's struggles in effectively vetting National Security Council staff. This failure to adequately vet personnel has raised questions about potential vulnerabilities within the administration's national security apparatus. The White House, however, maintains that Waltz's removal was not a direct result of these issues. The administration insists that Waltz's nomination to the UN should be seen as a promotion. They argue that his skills and experience make him a perfect fit for the role. However, critics view this move with skepticism, suggesting it might be a way to offer Waltz a graceful exit from the administration. The Signal incident, in particular, has raised eyebrows and fueled speculation. The fact that a journalist was inadvertently given access to confidential military discussions is a serious breach of protocol. It raises questions about the security protocols in place within the administration and the competency of those entrusted with sensitive information. While Waltz has taken responsibility for the Signal mishap, the damage to his credibility has been done. Critics argue that this incident highlights a larger pattern of carelessness and a lack of attention to detail within the Trump administration. The failure to properly vet National Security Council staff further reinforces this perception of laxity and potential vulnerability. The vetting process is a cornerstone of national security, ensuring that individuals with access to sensitive information are trustworthy and reliable. The fact that this process was seemingly flawed under Waltz's leadership is a significant cause for concern. It suggests a systemic issue that extends beyond a single incident. The White House has attempted to downplay the severity of these issues, but the damage has been done. The Signal incident and the vetting failures have eroded public trust and raised serious questions about the administration's ability to protect national security interests. The decision to nominate Waltz to the UN has been met with mixed reactions. Some see it as a strategic move by the Trump administration to remove a liability from a critical position without appearing to concede weakness. The UN ambassadorship, while prestigious, is often viewed as a less demanding role than National Security Advisor. Others view the nomination as a genuine attempt to utilize Waltz's skills in a different capacity. They argue that his experience in foreign policy and his understanding of international relations could be valuable assets at the UN. However, the timing of the nomination, coming on the heels of the Signal incident and vetting concerns, makes it difficult to ignore the possibility of ulterior motives. Adding to the speculation is the fact that the UN ambassadorship has been vacant for some time. This suggests that Waltz's nomination might be more about filling a vacant position than a genuine belief in his suitability for the role. The Senate confirmation process will be telling, as it will reveal the level of support Waltz commands within Congress. Ultimately, only time will tell whether Waltz's nomination to the UN is a strategic masterstroke or a desperate attempt at damage control. The success or failure of his tenure at the UN will likely be judged against the backdrop of his tumultuous departure as National Security Advisor. The recent reshuffling within the Trump administration highlights a recurring theme: the revolving door of national security advisors. Trump's presidency has been marked by an unprecedented turnover in this crucial position. This lack of stability and continuity raises concerns about the administration's ability to formulate and execute a cohesive foreign policy strategy. The National Security Advisor plays a pivotal role in shaping the president's worldview and advising on critical foreign policy decisions. Frequent changes in this position can lead to inconsistencies in policy, confusion among allies, and embolden adversaries. The lack of a consistent voice on national security matters can undermine the administration's credibility on the world stage. Moreover, the constant churn in the National Security Council can disrupt the flow of information and hinder the development of long-term strategic planning. The lack of continuity can make it difficult to build relationships with foreign counterparts and maintain momentum on important initiatives. The Trump administration struggle to fill the National Security Advisor position with a long-term appointee raises concerns about the president's management style and his ability to attract and retain qualified candidates. The revolving door of national security advisors is a worrying trend that could have lasting implications for American foreign policy.